Hi, welcome to our first drawing activity for this online Introduction to Art class. This is your third e-sketchbook assignment, but it's actually the first drawing that we're going to do. And throughout this semester, of course, we're going to be doing a lot of drawings, and I just don't want you to worry. I don't want you to stress out. If you have not drawn before, we're going to take it slow and easy and go through it step by step, and I'll be with you along the way, so don't panic. These drawing exercises are going to be really simple. Now for this first assignment, this is tied to the elements of art, what we've been studying in this module. And we're focusing on the element of line. And line has a whole lot of different uses, as you probably gathered from your textbook reading. You can use it, of course, for shading. You can use it to indicate movement and direction and energy in a drawing. And what we're going to focus on in this drawing is the use of line as an outline. What artists call contour. So we're going to do a contour line drawing, and this is simply a drawing that explores the outside edges of something. So that's what we're going to focus on. It'll be real simple and painless and hopefully a lot of fun. So let's start off looking at our materials that we're going to need to do this drawing. All right. You should have your drawing materials gathered. Here's what I've got. I have just paper. This is like just computer printer paper, very simple and basic, a number 2 pencil. And you need an eraser of some sort. It can be the eraser on your pencil. I have here a fancy eraser used by artists. This is called a kneaded eraser. It's kind of like silly putty, and you can use it to erase things. But you don't have to have this. The eraser on the end of your pencil will be just fine. Now, your still life object, you should have all the elements of your still life assembled. And all you need is something rectangular, something cylindrical, and something irregular. I actually have a little bit of overkill going on here. I have 2 cylindrical things, so your still life can be this simple right here. What I have is a book, a cheap plastic vase, and some dried flowers. And you don't have to use flowers. You could use a glove or a plant or a stick, a branch, something like that. Anything that's irregular. And just set up your still life objects in a way that's pleasing to you. You might want to set up at the kitchen table, or you might be like me and have a stool. I just have a little arrangement here with different elevations, just whatever looks cool to you. Not a big deal. You might want to situate your drawing on the same table that you're doing your drawing at. Here I'm going to be looking to the side and drawing right here. On your actual drawing itself, I recommend that you draw small. You don't want to draw too big, because if I start drawing this too big, when I get to these flowers right here, they'll probably get chopped off at the top of the page. So I'm going to draw kind of small. And I'm also going to try to pick a point at which to start. I'll probably start right here at the corner of the book. And basically what I'm going to do is just let my eyes kind of follow the outlines of things and translate those to drawn lines on my paper. And at some point you'll probably have to deal with perspective. That is, making this book look like it's 3-dimensional, making this look like it's actually rounded. Don't freak out about perspective, just do your best on it. I realize you probably haven't had training in perspective. Don't worry about that. All we're trying to do is focus on the really simple outlines of these objects. And if your drawing looks kind of abstract, that's okay, as long as I get the idea that you're looking at the edges of these things and just trying to follow along with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the drawing here. I am going to start kind of at the bottom of my paper. At that point I indicated on the book, and here we go. I'm just going to draw the back of the spine here and move this line. Right now I'm just drawing this bottom edge of the book. I'm just following along here, trying to get all these angles of the book right. Again, if you don't get the angles perfect, no big deal. Now I'm coming up along the side of the book here, and now I'm reaching my coffee mug, so I'm going to draw the bottom of the mug here. The bottoms of cylindrical things, cylinders, kind of curve, so I'm going to have a curving line on the bottom. Whoops. Might even go in and erase that, make it a little cleaner, so feel free to erase anything you need to. I'm going to start traveling up the side of the mug here. I come to the handle, I'm going to draw that. Just keep it simple, just do your best, right? Coming around here. I'm going to go to the inside of the handle now, and all I'm doing is looking at the edges. The outside and inside edges. Think of this as an outline drawing. You're just trying to draw the outlines of things. I'm going to come up here, finish up this side of the mug, and I can, even right now I look at my drawing and I haven't really gotten the proportions of the mug correct. That's okay. Not going to worry about that. The whole point of this is just to understand contour. So here we go. I'm going to finish out the top of the mug here. There's a little oval, what artists call an ellipse, for the top of the mug. There we go. Now my mug is finished. It's not perfect, but that's okay. Now I'm going to draw the other edges, bottom edges of this book. So here we go along the top of the front cover. I'm drawing this right here, coming along, and it should parallel this bottom line approximately. And then I'm going to turn the corner and go up the side right there. I'm going to go in here and draw the pages of the book. Those are distinct from the actual cover itself. So here we go. I'm just going to draw those. Let's see if I can improve my perspective a little bit. See, even people who've been drawing for years, like me, need to erase. I'm going to go up here and draw the back edge of the cover coming up like that, right? And pretty soon I'm going to be getting to my vase. The bottom of the vase starts right here at the mug and then curves up a little bit. And I'm going to try to get the sides of the vase correct. The vase sort of curves out like this and comes to its greatest point out here. I'm going to try to get the two sides of the vase looking pretty symmetrical. Again, I probably won't get the proportions perfect, but that's okay. We are in just a little drawing laboratory here. And of course, you'll have different objects. Sure, you may have a can of soup, or you may have a brick or something like that that you're drawing. But again, all we're interested in is just the outlines of things. So here we go. I'm going to draw this vase. I'm going to come up here for the lip of the vase. We're going to draw an open sort of oval right here, kind of like we did on the coffee mug, or I did. You won't be drawing this. You'll be drawing something different. There we go. Got that. Now these plants, these dried plants, are coming out of the top, so I am going to start drawing those and just pay attention to the edges, all the little prickly things that are coming off of them, right? So I've got a little flower bulb here. Just take your time, be laid back, and go slow, and you'll do fine. I'm just paying attention to the edges here. Okay. And the stem comes down. There's another branch of this that shoots off this way. Right? Your book has examples of contour drawing. I think it has a picture of a guy on a horse. Work on the back part of this little prickly thing here. You'll probably be tempted to stop looking at your little still life object. What I like to do is just look at my still life object and then look back at my drawing. Look at my still life object, look back at my drawing again. Just keep returning to that. There we go. I got another little branch here that comes down. Probably, I'm guessing, the irregular thing that is part of your assignment may take the longest to draw, just because it's not as predictable and obviously regular. There we go. There's a very simple contour drawing of this still life. It's not perfect, but gives you an idea of maybe what yours could look like. And composing it, I look at this and think, man, I wish I'd composed it differently. That's okay. When you scan this, or when you take a picture of it, you can crop it and make it look like a better composition. I look at mine here and I wish I'd shifted it over a little bit to the left, but no big deal. So finish your drawing. Again, it'll look different from this. It may even be simpler than this, but you must have a rectangular, cylindrical, and irregular object in this drawing. Finish your drawing. Email your professor if you have any questions. Scan it or take a picture of it and put this in your e-sketchbook.